Ladies and gentlemen, SideStrafe back with some more World of Tanks, and as I stated in my previous video, I wanted to take a look at this new premium tank. As we all know, this is the first actual British tank to be introduced in the game. It is the Matilda Black Prince, and it's, I believe, the Matilda chassis with a Churchill variant turret. And it's a Tier 5 medium that you, of course, have to pay real currency to obtain. We are on the public test, so I haven't bought it, nor has it been actually released to live servers yet. However, I really don't know if it's worth it. And as you can see, it's really slow for a medium. And it has the 6-pounder gun, fairly equivalent to the Churchill and even the Ram 2. And at least with the Churchill, you're going to get a lower profile and perhaps some better armor with roughly the same firepower. And with the Ram 2, you're going to get, again, similar gun. I believe they're all sharing the 6-pounder, which, as you can see, fires really fast. But with the Ram 2, you're at least going to get the speed and mobility. And I'm missing horribly here, but that's not necessarily the fault of the tank. For a premium, you know, we've looked at the Super Pershing, which is a medium that acts like a heavy, but it seems like they're kind of doing it again, where we have this medium that's kind of playing like a heavy. Except it's not as cool looking. I believe there is a black and white photo of this thing actually existing, at least in regards to being a prototype. I don't think it ever really saw action. But, you know, I can't say that it's anything that I would want for aesthetic reasons. And I don't think I have a target over there, so I'm going to try to come back around here. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Just horrible acceleration. Mobility's pretty bad. Oh, back out. Back out, back out, back out, back out. Alright. We got hit pretty hard on the side, it looks like. And I don't think I was paying enough attention there. Shoot, shoot. I've got one more hit and I'm toast. Take cover. Well, I'm going to go ahead and repair my track. Not that it seems to matter too much with this tank. They do have one piece of artillery. Hopefully he's not looking at me. What do we have over there? Oh, do I have eyes on that? Apparently I do. Oh, he needs one more shot. Yes, he's mine. Love the rate of fire on the gun, but again, you can pretty much get this with a Churchill or a Ram 2 for the most part. I think it might have a touch more pen. I'm not sure. We'll have to look at the stats when we go into the garage, because I do have a Churchill. It's a little taller, so maybe you can look over debris and rocks a bit more than you can with some of the others. There's a piece of artillery in the distance. We lost him. He would have been ours for sure. How are we doing? We are winning. There's only 2 left. Let's see if we can stay alive. Although, again, keep in mind this is the public test server, so it's not like I'm going to lose anything. Plus, it is a premium tank, so it's, as far as I know, impossible to be in the negative or not make some sort of profit. And that's it. Survived by 10 hit points. So here we are back in the garage. I wanted to make a comparison between the Churchill and the Matilda Black Prince to see what would be the better value. Both are tier 5. One is heavy, one is medium. However, this one plays like a heavy. This one's actually cheaper. This is 1,500 gold. This is 1,750. Why? As you can see here, the stats speak for themselves. 700 hit points, 610. The weight higher. Look at the horsepower difference. 374 versus 190. And even though the tank is lighter, you don't feel it. Look at the speed limit. 22 kilometers an hour versus 28. The traverse is better on the Black Prince. Armor is far superior on the Churchill. The turret armor starts to get a little closer, but not much, and not enough really to make a difference. We've got the shell damage. 5694, 5690, identical. 83, 138 as far as penetration, identical. Rate of fire, actually a tad bit higher on the Churchill. Turret traverse, same. Signal and view range, same. Configuration, you can see that this is a QF 6-pounder Mark 5A versus the normal Mark 5. Is this supposed to be better? I think that this is supposed to have a better gun, but it does not seem to. I mean, it's slower. I mean, I've added the ventilation and the gun rammer to help out a little bit. And when you're playing it, it's not noticeable. You know, not too noticeable anyway, but I just don't see a reason to buy this over this, except for what I've been saying and what I'll continue to say through the video, to train a British crew early. But for me, unless they make some changes, it's not going to be worth buying this premium when you can have this bad boy. It's just a better tank. So, you know, again, unless somebody else can find something that's going to make this worthwhile, I don't know. Hopefully they'll make some changes. As you can see here in the description, this says only one prototype was produced. As I said, there is a black and white photograph online if you want to look it up of it actually existing, but it never entered service. But yeah, that's that. So let's transition into another battle. Not a map I am too familiar with. Haven't played a whole lot of games on it. But just the turning, I mean, this is me turning at full speed, really slow. Acceleration is just horrible. And remember, fully upgraded crew. I've got ventilation as well. And you don't want to be caught climbing up hills with this thing. So what we want to try to do is get to a hull down location. A lot of fighting happens on this hill going forward. And, you know, perhaps me going this direction with such a slow tank is not a great idea, because it's going to limit obviously limit my speed. But hopefully all the enemies will be detected by the time that I can get into combat, and we can just provide some sort of support. Since we do have a really fast rate of fire, we can at least help harass enemy armor.
We nailed it back.
Side turret hit. Alright, no dice there. Let's keep going. Remember, this is using the physics engine that they've implemented, so we can pretty much go up things that we couldn't before. Or, I should say, down things. Ow. Okay. That didn't feel good. Not sure who saw me there. Gonna have to take some cover here. We've got somebody who I think made their way into a ditch down below. Okay, so what I want to do is actually disappear. Oh, somebody just wrecked. Somebody tried to go down the hill or mountain, and yeah, that didn't work out. All right. I'm going to have to back out, come around here, maybe get a line of sight on these guys here. There we go. I think that's another Black Prince. Let him have it. He's invisible. Keep firing. We've got some rounds to spare. Wow, 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 wow. Where'd you come from? Shoot. Alright, that's not... Ah, man! He just came up on me out of nowhere. Oh, I got friendlied. Awesome. By the Dicker Max. Fantastic. Good shooting, Tex. Not really. I probably wouldn't have... Well, no, because that guy just kept going, so I would have survived that. I think the Dickermax is what, a tank destroyer? Where is he? This guy. I don't even remember the last time I took out a friendly. I really don't even remember the last time I did it. I am so cautious with this game. You have to be when you have one life. This is, I believe, a premium tank destroyer for the Germans. I think. I'm not sure. Jerk. I'm angry at him. Well, let's see. We've got another Black Prince right here who's not paying attention to his front and dealing with a 90% M6. Yeah, I would say that he is probably not paying attention to his game. He's probably having an argument with his mother. Yeah. There's another enemy Black Prince coming up. People are just buying camouflage. Why not? Since we are on the public test server and we've got all this free currency. All right, guys, since you are so amazing. Wow, our team hasn't done a whole heck of a lot, have they? I'm going to stay tuned for the rest of this battle, and then we'll get back into the Black Prince. One more round with it. That definitely wasn't a good example. Alright, these guys, can you take anybody with you? Oh, you redeemed yourself. You killed me, and then you finally removed that negative. I still hate you. Obviously not looking behind you. Oh, look at that guy sliding. There's the physics in play. Oh, nice shot. Yeah, you've managed to redeem yourself a little bit at least. But pretty sure he's not going to win the game for us, and that is that. Terrible gameplay on my part. I never do well on this map. In hindsight, I shouldn't have gone uphill. It was a big mistake for the slow-moving Matilda BP. As you can see there with the detailed report. 7 shots fired, 6 direct hits, 247 damage caused. Only received 2 hits and was devastated there. But again, one of those hits was a finishing blow from the Dickermax. All right, one more battle. Come on, let's try to get some redemption. What are you good for, tank? What are you good for? Keep in mind that you can, of course, try out this public test as well. Just go to worldoftanks.com and check out the news for the link. I'll also have a link in the description below, and you can download the test client and jump in. You get some free gold and cash to play around with and buy these things, so you can test it out right away. I should have bought the camo pattern, but I forgot to do that. Anyway, it doesn't really matter too much. All right. Again, so far in regards to this beta, I can't recommend that you buy this unless you want to train up a British crew for mediums. Once the actual British tree rolls out, which I think they said would be 8.1, like official 8.1. I'm not sure. I am really excited about that. There are some really famous British tanks that I'm a fan of, so as kind of a collector and tank enthusiast, I'm just really excited about it. I'll definitely be saving my gold for whatever comes into play. I believe I think the Firefly is going to be a premium. I'm not sure, though, but that will definitely be a must-have, even though it is based on the American Sherman. That gun should be pretty mean. All right, let's see. Where's everybody going on this one? Wow, this thing is slow. No eyes. I think I'm going to come about here. Stay away from the tracks. Maybe get some midfield shooting in. I probably should have went building side. That was just an attempt, a poor attempt, but I wouldn't count on this tank for accuracy. Pretty short-barreled gun. It's going to be like mid to close range. Nothing there. I shouldn't have missed that. Ah, terrible. Those were that was my bad.
That one bounced.
Well, a hit but a bounce, especially on a leopard. That's pretty sad. There's the duck.
We've hit them hard. They're hit.
Let's get that armor facing front.
That one didn't go through.
Not exactly in a good spot here.
The commander is knocked out. We didn't even scratch them. They're hit.
Come on.
Hit.
Any day now, Commander. We got to get him back up with a health kit. Don't need him to be down. How about... We've got a target there. Let's see. We've got the... Give me that side armor.
They're hit. Punched right through their armor. Enemy is hit.
Continue to wear him down a little bit here.
We've got them. Penetration.
Come on.
Enemy is hit.
Any day now.
Went right through. Penetration. Ricochet.
Wow.
Enemy is hit. That one.
Try to go for that rear armor. Ah. Somebody stole all that work for nothing. Wow. Thought we could slowly wear him down. What do we got in the distance over there? All right, let's push up. Hopefully we can win this battle. And we do have some hit points to spare, so why not? What do they have? 2 pieces of artillery. You need to almost get to where you want to be at the very start of the game when you're a slow tank, because if you try to go end game, it's going to take you forever to get to the actual fight. I got caught out in the open. I don't recommend doing what I did there. I was pretty much just asking for trouble without any cover. But again, when I'm on the public test server, I don't really take the game too seriously. Alright, where are we at here? What do we got? If they're set up properly, this game could still go either way. I'm hoping we don't screw up too bad. Let's try to get some downhill momentum. And no contact so far. Still going. What do we got? Do I have any eyes on that? Nope. He's on the other side of the hill. Artillery all on the other side of the hill as well. Matilda Black Prince hanging out. I'm not sure what the British advantage is yet. I'll have to look that up because basically each faction has something that they're good at. Like the German tanks, I think, are some of the most accurate in the game. The Americans are some of the most mobile and most more accurate on the move, and so on and so forth. And we are losing armor. Like I said, this could still go either way, so we really need to be careful. Gun depression on this BP is not too bad. Although we're dealing with another one.
We nailed it back. Enemy armor.
Can we finish him before he can finish us? Shoot.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
Oh, we lost the gunner. Back out because they do have artillery. Use the hill for momentum. And change locations. See, there you go. He's onto us, but we need to disappear now. I think that's a new water effect. I'm not sure, but frack? Who is at our base? Somebody that see, the problem is I can't do anything about that. I am so far away. We have a piece of artillery that's nearby, but I'm so slow that I don't think that I could get to the base in time. We have... It's up to that little arty. It's not that little, but... What do we have here? Ugh. This sucks with a gunner being toast. Come on.
Penetration.
Alright, they already budged him. It looks like it's their tank destroyer. That Matilda should be able to take that guy out, so I'm going to go back to the base. Can I tread through here? The game is looking better than ever, though. Oh, boy. Alright, well, I'm trying to head back to the base. Ugh. Hopefully we shouldn't... What do we got as far as hit points? Alright, yeah, we'll win. Well... Can this guy cap in time? Are we all? We've got we're all Matildas, but 2 of us are Black Princes. Ugh, it's freaking slow. We should be able to cap in time, though. So we've got 2 people capping, so screw that guy. We've got this. Where should I go? I don't know if I can't get to either way. I can't cap in time, and I can't go kill that guy. I'm just going to go try to... I'm closer to their base, so maybe I can get some capture points. Oh my goodness. Doesn't help that... No, I was going to say I thought my gunner got hit, not the driver, so... And of course everybody's speaking in Russian. I don't find that there are a lot of English speaking individuals on the public test server. Once in a while there are, but not as many. It's kind of hard to want to. They really should have some North American test servers as well. That was a close match. I didn't do as well as I would like to have, but so we can see what we've done here once again. Shots fired 39, 24 direct hits, 644 total, 18 penetrations. Credits. So, you know, as of the public test, again, things are always subject to change, even when they go live. It's tough to want to recommend this. I could say that I would probably have a lot more fun just still rolling around in the Churchill. And this is a Lend-Lease tank, which it's a British tank, but it's, you know, under the control of the Russians. So, that is the downside to it. You know, the real British tree will see some other Churchills, which will be nice. I don't know if any of them will be premium, but I don't know. For this one being, I mean, if we look at the store, what was the cost of this thing? This was a medium UK in garage, you know, 1,750 gold. And in comparison to the Churchill, it's actually more expensive. And all in all, you know, 1,500 versus 17. The Churchill is the better value. So I hope that they make some changes because this is the better tank. It actually moves a bit faster. The gun's about the same. The armor, I'm confused. Why does this tank exist? I really don't know. I mean, maybe somebody in the comments can tell me what they think that it's here for. Because like I said, the only thing is if you literally just want to, I'm repeating myself, but if you want to train up a Brit crew. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, even as a tank collector, I don't think that I would ever pay for this. But again, hopefully things change. Oh, let's take a look at the camouflage real quick. What do we got? Oh, apparently they added the fact that I had requested this a long time ago that depending on what map you join, you could have a different camouflage for each map. So if you're in the winter. So It's like a whitewash. And these ones aren't too bad. Some of the camos are terrible, but the British looks like they have some actually nice camouflage that makes sense. Some desert ones. Yeah, a lot of these are actually pretty cool. And you've got your emblem stuff that you can do here now, it seems. This is new. They didn't have these emblems before. What's on the other side? So one side's going to be your British or whatever faction emblem, and on this side, I guess you're going to have these little things here. That's nice. Inscriptions. Ah, cool. Steel Warrior. Thunderbolt. So there's quite a few there. Another way to, you know, another thing to spend gold on. So another, you can have it on the other side. Definitely not hit and run for that tank. So you could change current. So you could actually change both if you wanted to. Although I kind of like having the faction flag on one side. But back to, that can get quite expensive, so you need to be careful with how you spend your currency. Some of these summer camouflages are pretty nice, but maybe I'll play with a few of those. They really, I don't think they've redesigned any of the other ones, and they need to because they're pretty bad in some cases. Typical whitewashing there. Some of these are alright. That's hideous. It's like ketchup and mustard. Yeah, some are okay. They need to camo some of the tracks, like on the German tanks. If you look at a real World War II German tank, they would also paint the wheels. So if we camo this up, like, it doesn't look right. The wheels should be camouflaged as well, and I hopefully, you know, they'll eventually fix that or change it or add it, because it just doesn't look complete without the camouflage wheels. Anyways, all right, I've taken some extra time to look at camo. But the focus of this was, of course, to take a look at the black prints, which right now I can't recommend unless they make some changes to it. Hopefully they will with user feedback. But again, try it for yourself. Check out the link in the description below. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you on the next one.